My mom ignored my birthday again. She wasn't busy. She wasn't distracted. She was standing in the kitchen holding a cake, singing congratulations to my younger brother for hitting 100,000 followers on his channel. Meanwhile, I was there with grocery bags in my hands, like I was the caterer. Nobody said happy birthday. No text, no call, no card tucked behind the toaster like when I was a kid. Just them circling him, filming on their phones, while I set down my bags and realized I had officially become background noise in my own family. My name is Madison Reed, and that was the exact moment something inside me snapped. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I smiled, said, "I'll get out of your way," and walked past the cake that should have had my name on it. A few hours later, I was in my apartment, staring at my laptop. My bonus from a massive tech acquisition sat in my account like a dare. By midnight, I had placed an order for a fully loaded Tesla worth $95,000, paid in cash. I took a screenshot and quietly posted it to my private Instagram, the one my family stalked but never liked. No caption, just the car, the price, and my reflection. The next morning, my dad called. "Madison, where did you get the money for a $95,000 Tesla?" he demanded. Then came the line that changed everything. "Family meeting tomorrow, 7 p.m., everyone." I stared at my phone, and for the first time, I wasn't scared. I was ready. They thought I was still the invisible daughter who would quietly explain herself until they felt better. They had no idea what was coming. By then, I'd spent months pretending my family's favoritism was just how it is. I lived in Seattle, worked as a senior product manager at a health tech startup, and made more money than I ever thought possible. But back in Dallas, my parents only cared about my brother, the visionary content creator. They bragged about him to anyone who would listen while talking about my job like I was a receptionist who sometimes touched a computer. The birthday incident wasn't isolated. 2 weeks earlier, I'd flown home and saw a $12,500 transfer from a shared account to Reed Media, my brother's little company. At the time, I wrote it off as tax stuff handled by my dad. But that number lodged in my brain like a splinter, and after my birthday, it throbbed. That night, after ordering the Tesla, I couldn't sleep. I dug into the shared cloud folder I'd helped set up years ago. Password never changed. PDFs, bank statements, loan documents, tax returns, and then I saw it. College Fund Madison Closure PDF. The document showed my grandparents' college fund, set up for me at 10, emptied 7 years earlier, authorized by my parents, but never asked of me. The final balance went to Reed Media LLC, my brother's company. I opened more statements. $2,500 here, $3,000 there. Studio rent, equipment, festival fees, all from funds explicitly meant for my education. I remembered telling my parents I couldn't afford to finish my master's. My mom sighed. "Well, that's adulthood. Not everyone gets every dream." Meanwhile, thousands were wired to my brother's passions. Then the messages. Thread after thread of my brother whining about rent, the algorithm needing help. And my mom, "Of course, sweetheart, we'll figure it out. We'll use the last of Maddie's grad money. She's already doing fine." Already doing fine. My stability was proof I didn't need the support they were giving him. My dad chimed in once. "This is the last time. We can't keep dipping into that fund." 2 days later, another transfer, double the amount. The quiet humiliation of my birthday now had a price tag. They hadn't just ignored me, they'd been erasing my future behind my back for years. I told my best friend, Jordan. Over cocktails on a rooftop in Seattle, I laid it all out, screenshots, transfers, closure PDFs. Jordan shook his head. "So, what are you going to do?" he asked. "Sue them," I hesitated. Part of me wanted to scorch the earth. Another part was tired. "Maybe it starts by stopping the story where I'm the reliable, quiet background character," I said. Jordan nodded. "The revenge is in the truth, not the car." Step 1. Show up to that family meeting in the Tesla, physically impossible for them to pretend I was dependent. Step 2, bring receipts, highlighted statements, screenshots. Step 3, cut them off emotionally, financially, legally if needed. I had options. Picking up the Tesla felt like walking into a courtroom where I was both defendant and judge. Midnight silver, white interior. My mom would have called it impractical, on purpose. Driving home, the hum of the car echoed my thoughts. Every time my parents had claimed they couldn't afford to help me with school or opportunities, they were wiring thousands to my brother. This car wasn't going to fix the past. It was going to make it impossible for them to ignore. Saturday in Dallas, I pulled into their driveway behind my brother's oversized SUV, blocking him in. Petty, maybe. Satisfying. Absolutely, my mom came out, eyes on the car. "You really bought it?" she asked. "Cash," I smiled. "Yes." My brother, "Wait, is this rented for content?" "Nope, it's mine." Dad came out last, jaw set. "Let's talk inside." Living room, same as high school. Couch, photos of my brother, a few of me tucked in corners. I placed the folder on the coffee table, unopened. "Dad, a car like that is a huge financial commitment. Are you in debt?" Me, "No, I work. I get paid well. I earned it. Equity from my company acquisition." "Mom, you could have talked to us first." Me, "Right, like we should have talked before emptying my college fund without asking me." I slid the PDF and screenshots across the table. My dad pale, my mom shaking, my brother scrolling. "Jealous," he said. "No, angry. Angry that my hard work was treated as expendable while your impulsive decisions were celebrated." "Mom, we never meant to hurt you. We just wanted to support Dylan." Me, "Support me too. Don't erase my sacrifices." I listed the transfers, loans, everything. Total, just under $100,000, the same ballpark as my Tesla. Dad flinched. My mom whispered, "The car," I said calmly. "I bought it because I could. But here's what I want. Repayment of what was taken without my knowledge, acknowledgement that it was wrong, and boundaries around how you support Dylan from now on." The next hour was messy. Tears, shouting, sarcasm. I stayed on point. Love doesn't erase betrayal, it magnifies it. Weeks later, my dad called. They sold the lake house. Paid back what was taken. Dylan back home, working part-time. And the Tesla. It wasn't revenge anymore. It was a reminder. My hard work had value. I was allowed to enjoy what I earned. And drawing boundaries had forced my family to finally see. If you grew up like me, always fine. Always the strong one, remember. You're allowed to ask, "Where did the money go?" You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to build a life where your worth isn't measured by how much you silently endure. The bravest thing isn't always buying an expensive car. It's setting boundaries. It's therapy. It's having the hard conversation even when your voice shakes. Now I want to hear from you. Would you confront your family the way I did, or protect your peace quietly? Comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this story resonated. Your story deserves to be heard too.